On the nose, the tonic is clean. No obvious impurities. A bit floral, really. Now for a taste. Wow. Superb. Nice finish. I'm getting a lot of slate at the back of the palate, and notes of citrus. Really just outstanding. I think we have a winner. Hello and welcome to the greatest outdoor tonic festival west of Napa, the place where producers far and wide come together with one goal, to win the coveted tonic trophy. The word tonic trophy should help you remember the disease myotonic dystrophy. And as I mentioned earlier, this year has a clear winner, Cottage Tonic. What an incredible Cinderella story. This unknown comes out of nowhere to lead the pack. Here on the final tasting, the crowd is standing on its feet here at the Tonic Festival. Normally a reserved crowd, a former shelf stalker, now the master champion. Wow, Cottage Tonic is such an inspiration. Let's take a closer look at the winning recipe. See their festival booth? Notice how the Cottage Tonics have been arranged in 3 repeating groups of 3. That's because myotonic dystrophy is a trinucleotide repeat disorder. Specifically, it is characterized by CTG repeats, which everyone knows is really just an abbreviation for the word cottage. Now take a look at the big semi-truck delivering a fresh load of tonic. It's a shipment for our winner, Cottage Tonic, and with this victory in hand, they're sure to sell fast. At Pixarize, large dominant automobiles represent autosomal dominant disease. Just picture this large tonic shipment, and you'll have no trouble remembering that myotonic dystrophy is an autosomal dominant disorder. Now let's move on to this disease's clinical features. If you look closely, it looks like our Cinderella boy is receiving the trophy now. But man, he is really having trouble lifting that thing. I thought he was a former shelf stalker. Shouldn't he be good at lifting stuff? Anyway, myotonic dystrophy patients are characterized by myotonia and muscle wasting. Myotonia means the inability to relax muscles, which is characterized by our winner contracting and shaking in an effort to lift the trophy. The way this presents on exams is 1. A guy who grabs a door handle and can't let go. 2. A person who tries to open a jar and can't release the lid after doing so. And 3. When the doctor goes in for a handshake, the person doesn't let go. That's why we've put our tonic water in jars, to help you remember this classic clinical picture of being unable to open the lid of the jar. Another muscular finding is muscle wasting, which results from decreased muscle protein synthesis. This is further represented by our weak victor here. But hey, if you just won the tonic trophy, you'd probably be shirtless too. Next, remember those citrus notes that helped propel Cottage Tonic to victory? That's because Tonic Trophy uses just a splash of orange. You might say it's their secret sauce. And if you look at their booth, you'll see some fresh oranges. Well, they were fresh, but it looks like these oranges have been left out a little too long. They've become all small and shriveled. But that's how you get complex flavors, right? Anyway, these small shriveled oranges represent testicular atrophy, which is common in patients with myotonic dystrophy. Now take a look at the TV on their booth. Maybe they were showing a promotional video? All I know is that they now have no signal. This staticky signal line is our recurring symbol for arrhythmias, which is a common complication in patients with myotonic dystrophy. Finally, look at the judge awarding the tonic trophy. He has spent years developing his palate, which has really taken a toll on his hairline. Frontal balding is another common symptom of myotonic dystrophy, which is perfectly embodied by our judge here. And that's all we have for myotonic dystrophy. We had a lot of great competition this year, but they were no match for Cottage Tonic's subtle citrus flavor. Now get out of here and crack open a nice crispy tonic. After this video, you've definitely earned one. We'll see you next time.